Hey everybody, Mike here. So real quick, I wanted to go over this little wood chipper made by Joe. This is model CJ603E. And this has got a 15 amp motor on it, and it's capable of doing limbs and twigs just under 1 3/4 inches thick. I actually borrowed this from Dad. He picked this up about a year ago for around their yard, and he said he was done with it for the year, so I thought I'd come over here and give it a shot on my farm and see what I thought about it. I got some likes and dislikes about it, but I think my dislikes are mainly just because I want to be able to overuse it for more than what it's designed for. This is advertised as being able to mulch down from like 21:1 ratio, and I would say it does a pretty good job of mulching twigs down and getting them down to where they're a more of a usable material that you could use in a garden bed or around your landscaping. And with us being on the farm, we're all about trying to reuse materials around here. We thought we'd give this thing a try and see what we thought. Like I said, it does a pretty good job for what it's worth. With the property that I'm on and the amount of material that I've got, I really need something that's a little bit larger model. Now, my parents being in their early 60s, just trying to clean up tree branches around their property as they fall from, high winds or storms or whatnot, this is the perfect thing for them. So real quick, just to go over features on this thing real fast with you. So you've got your on and off switch right here, which is your red and green button. The toggle over here on this far side is your forward and reverse. So you can put it in reverse to free up a jam hat should you need to do so. And then you've got your circuit breaker right here in the center. Now on this side here, you've got a knob. So that'll turn your grind wheel inside of your material bin, and you can adjust the gap. So you could actually adjust this to where I have larger chunks instead of the smaller chunks, whatever preference you might have. And then it comes with this little paddle here, and that's simply just for safety. Just as you're feeding material down in here, you can use that instead of your hand, just to prevent injury. Now we used this for probably a total of a half hour on the farm. Just me and the kids gathering twigs around a little small pile of brush that was brought to our house at one point in time. I would say in about a 15 to 20 minute time span, we had a pretty good pile under this thing. It would do wonders for, like I said, a small homeowner around a small property, just for the simple sake of mobility alone and being able to move this around and how compact it is. Not to mention, it's about the quietest wood chipper I've ever heard in my life. I'll give it that. Like I said, the only cons I had was there was some material that I felt like was in that 1 3/4 range or 1.5 range. I feel like it struggled a little more than it should have, and I wanted to be able to put more in there than what I could at one time. I wouldn't really chalk it up as a design flaw as much as it's just doing what it's designed to do. Take that for what it's worth. If you think this falls in the realm of what you need on your property, I would say I'd be pretty happy with this thing. If you're looking for something that's a little more large scale, I'd probably pursue other options to see if you can find something with a little bit more power that could take a little more material at once.